I'm now going to teach you how to make the cord that we use in the bobbing around patch, but you can actually use this cord in loads of different things. And also if you've got kids, they love making it and they can make friendship bracelets out of it and all sorts. So it's actually a really fun thing to do. The only bit of kit you need is this little homemade cardboard circle and some bits of wool. To make this, all you need is some cardboard. This is just a bit of old packaging, something round to draw around. I'm using tape, and we're literally just going to draw around the tape. Some scissors. We're then just going to cut the whole of the circle out until we end up with this. And then you'll see on my one here, it's got little cutouts, 8 cutouts. So to know where to do that, I'm just going to put a mark at the top, one at the bottom, another one, and then just do in between that. So if you can see, I'll do it in a felt tip pen so you can see a little bit more clearly. There's 8 little marks in all. And then you just cut about 1 centimetre, just a small little amount. Just cut in all the way around until you've got all 8 ready to go. The only thing you need to do now is make the hole in the middle, and you can actually again just use a pencil to do that. So just be careful with your fingers, but you're just going to poke the pencil all the way through and wiggle it around to make it a little bit bigger. And there you've got your cord maker. Now just to help you, what I've found quite useful is if you just draw an arrow so you know which direction you're making your cord in, because sometimes if you put it down and want to start it again later, if you change the direction all the time, it makes it a little bit tricky. So that's all you need to do. Let's get started. You now need to choose the yarn colour that you're going to do. For the purposes of our patches, I think it would look best in just one colour, so it would really look like thread. But so I can show you how to do it today, I've chosen all different colours. So you need to cut yourselves 7 strands of yarn about 1 metre long. When you've cut them all, you're just going to tie them together in a knot at the top. Okay. This then goes through the cardboard tool. So you can see the little knot is hanging below and I've got all my long strands on top. We're then going to just put all the bits of wool into each one of the grooves. So you can see what I'm doing. Like this. And then you'll notice that there's 1 gap, and that's important because there's 8 notches and 7 strands of wool. And then we are ready to start creating the cord. Now we're ready to begin the weaving of our cord. If you can count to 3, you can make this okay. So find first of all where the gap is, and then count back 1, 2, 3. And you're going to take the 3rd strand and put it into the gap. We've got the gap again, then we're going to count back again. 1, 2, 3. Put it into the gap. Then we've got the gap again here, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3. We take that yarn and we move it into the gap. And that's literally it. Find the gap, count 1, 2, 3, take the yarn, fill the gap. 1, 2, 3. And you just keep on going and going and going. Now the thing that's going to be probably the most tricky is what happens underneath. It gets quite tatty, so just every now and again just try and kind of detangle it, and then every now and again too just give the knot a little tug. Then if you pick it up and you think, which way round do I go, just take a look at which way your arrow is. So I know I always need to turn mine anti-clockwise. So I'll find my gap and I count 1, 2, 3, and then I turn it the direction of the arrow. There's the gap, 1, 2, 3. I take the strand, put it in, and then I'm back. Now what I'm just going to do, I'm going to do this a few times, holding it like this, just so everybody can see. I've got the gap, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Now if you look closely, you can see that the cord is starting to form. It does take a little while to come through. I was doing that a little bit off camera, but once it's started, it really grows quite quickly. Before you know it, you'll end up with a nice long piece of cord.